What are your top five underrated hair metal bands of all time? This is the Rock and Roll Weatherman. My name is Sean Morrison. There are a lot of artists to choose from. Definitely. That's why I would love to hear what you guys all have to say in regards to this topic. But Mr. Morrison will definitely say who he feels some of the underrated hair metal bands of all time are. Of course, the Lillian Axe is the most underrated hair metal band of all time. We also have another underrated hair metal band of all time called Bo Nasty. They literally came out in 1989. Unfortunately, there were so many other bands out there that have the same sound. Another one that definitely is underrated is Vane. Of course, you got to remember that album No Respect. Vane still records today and just put out an excellent album last year called Rolling with the Punches. I believe that's the name of the album. I don't have it in front of me. Of course, Tough. Of course, you remember they were on Dial MTV with that song, I Hate Kissing You Goodbye. Friends, if you're not subscribed to the Sean Morrison YouTube channel, please do so. Everyone else out there subscribe. We thank you for the continued love, honor, and support. It is greatly appreciated. I'm mainly mentioning bands that weren't really charted much on Billboard, but Britney Fox did have a new singer, Tommy Paris, in 1991, and did release a third album, and that third album definitely is very underrated, called Bite Down Hard, and a lot of great songs on there, including Louder and Over and Out. So you definitely have to check those bands out. Then you had a band called Cold Sweat, which featured Mark Ferrari from Keel, which some fans loved. Other bands that came, who else came out? Well, Sleaze Bees, I honestly never listened to the whole album, so I can't really say if I like them fully or not. Same with the band Baton Rouge. Remember a few of their songs, but they did chart. But there's a lot of other fucking bands out there that are very definitely obscure, and of course my favorite underrated band is Lillian Axe, and definitely Vane is coming in second. But there is so many bands that do deserve that have deserved to be big. Another one was Tall Stories, which came out in 1991. Should have been bigger. Also, I want to go over a few others. Warrior Soul, not really a hair metal band, but they should have been a little more popular. There was, who else was there? Well, well, Mitch Malloy, he had that song "Everything at All." He was one of those bands that were managed by the owners of Lemoore in Brooklyn under the name Lemoore. He went more pop, and obviously more went to commercial rock. He did have a top 50 single. Let's not forget Spread Eagle on the radio. Same thing with Law and Order. God, the band T Right was even came up. Oh God, the Zombies from Hell. But they were played on hair metal. I could be here all day till I'm blue in the face with it. Princess Pang had a great song called um, Trouble in Paradise. That was another one. I'm not mentioning every band here, but let's definitely have a friendly discussion here on who you think the most underrated hair metal band of all time is. Please leave your comments here. Thank you very much, friends. Shame, shame, shame